Hi, my name is Christine. Now, Jesus is famously quoted as asking, "Who do people say I am?" I want to borrow the tone of that question and ask, who does Google say you are? Or even, does Google know you at all? I went to school with a young man who was a gifted artist. His talent was not in question. He was a very gifted artist. So many years later, when I wanted some graphics work done, he was my obvious go-to. He's the one I wanted to reach out to, except I couldn't find him anywhere. I tried everything. I tried Google. I couldn't find him. Now, if you and I were trying to get a job done, maybe we needed an architect, we need a dentist, we need a landscape photographer, whatever service, substitute that for the service that you offer for the job that you do. Would we find you by asking Google? If I recommended my sister and said my sister can sell you a car at a good rate, she's a dealer, what's the first thing you would do? You would Google her up. Who is this person? Why can I trust her? Google would be where you would go. Now, for the majority of people, for the vast majority of people, if you Google up your name, what comes up is your social media, is what you're putting out on social media. Now, I usually say this often to people in my trainings. If you forget everything I say, please Google yourself up and see what comes up. If there's work there to be done, then make some changes. Now, I want to share 3 tips on how you can enhance your online presence, on how you can make the best of your online presence. Now, this is definitely not for everybody. This is just for those people who want to become, who want to remain somebody. Now, if you're the kind of person who it's okay to have people forget you, if you're the kind of person who wants to be a nobody from nowhere, feel free to ignore this. But for those who are going somewhere, here are 3 tips on how you can improve your online presence. Number 1, your profile name. What is your profile name? Now, let me use an example that you're going to be familiar with. You have never seen Coca-Cola call themselves anything other than Coca-Cola. Your profile name is your name. It's the name that we Google to find you. Now, you'll never find me by Googling sexy pants. Now, unless that's the name you're trying to grow, then your profile name is your name. Okay? Tip number 2, your profile picture. Now, I'm very sure you're familiar with the saying, a picture says 1,000 words. Now, let's get this out of the way. Your baby is very beautiful. Your kitten is cute. The giraffe is a lovely animal. But none of these are your profile picture. Let me describe your profile picture. Your profile picture is a recent, flattering, professional portrait of yourself. Now, I'm sure you're not going to argue this when I say it. I know a great profile photographer. Look me up and confirm. So if you're the serious person, I already said this is not for everybody. If you're the kind of person who wants to make the best of your brand, then you might want to get in touch with me. I can hook you up with a very serious portrait photographer, and you can find her on Google as well. So number 1 is your profile name. Number 2 is your profile picture. Number 3 is, what are you posting? Be deliberate, be intentional about the things that you're posting. Don't just go liking everything that shows up on your feed. Remember, the internet is permanent record. 30 years from today, what you're posting, what you're liking, what you're forwarding might come back to bite you. You might be running for public office. Your child might be running for public office many years from today. The internet is permanent record. Now, at one point, I was in a group, a network of business people, and there was this guy who would post dirty jokes at 4 a.m. in the morning. Now, I'm not opposed to the occasional joke, but you want your profile, you want your online, when there's nothing else for us to look at except your online presence, you want it to be something that grows your brand. So be deliberate about those things that you post and be intentional about how you manage your online presence. My name is Christine. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.